enjoy the videos on various aspects of operation and supply chain management and have helped you for better understanding of the concepts. As we promised to come up with another interesting video on basics of procurement. Here we are with the new concept. Let's us understand why we need procurement. What is procurement? Procurement is a process of sourcing and acquiring goods and services a company needs to fulfill its business objectives. An effective procurement strategy can do many things. For instance, it can save the company money by negotiating favorable terms and pricing. It can also ensure supplier quality, efficiency, and timeliness. We will be now looking at the objectives of procurement. Procurement objectives. The first objective is support operational requirement and it is as follows. Understand business requirement, buy product and services at the right price from the right source at the right specification that meets users' needs in the right quantity for delivery at the right time to the right customer. The second objective is to manage the procurement process and supply base efficiently and effectively. This objective must follow the following key steps. Identify opportunity where procurement team adds true value. Evaluation and selection of suppliers based on sound ethical norms and standards. Review of specification or scope of work. Purchasing will act as the primary contact with the supplier. Manage internal operation. Management of procurement staff. Introducing and leveraging appropriate technology and system. Defining procurement strategy and structures. The third objective is develop strong relationship with other groups within the organization. Continue liaising with internal customers to achieve greater understanding of requirement and integration. Timely, proactive communication with internal customers. Sharing of information, that is market trend, price, quality, delivery, forecast and demand. Highlighting achievements. The fourth objective is support organizational goal and objective. It is as follows. Monitor supply market and trends, that is material price increases, shortages, change in supply and interpret the impact this trend will have on the organization. Above points can be explained further as follows. First, identify required goods or services. The procurement process starts with the need to obtain goods or services from an outsourced company. These goods or services can be internal or external. This stage therefore involves assessing the needs of each department and setting a budget. Second, consider a list of suppliers. This stage involves sourcing suppliers and determining their abilities to provide the best quality and value for goods or services. When considering the vendor, it's a good idea to compare all the different offers in depth. Generally, traits of an ideal supplier are accountability, production capacity, strong ethics, and free-flowing communication. Third, negotiate contract terms with selected supplier. After decision to choose preferred supplier, the next step in the process is to negotiate contract terms. This stage is crucial in reaching a price that's fair for both parties and it is an opportunity to build any additional payment terms features. Before entering the negotiation, analyze any previous contracts to identify opportunities that will enable you to streamline cost and save money. Fourth, finalize the purchase order. The description of the goods or services, total cost, quantity, approval of workflow. When a purchase order is approved, it's signaled to the relevant finance team to release the detail to the supplier, affording them to access to the critical information they need, such as a reference number, payment terms agreement, any other essential information they require. Fifth, receive invoice and process payment. Once supplier receives a purchase order, the purchaser will receive an invoice stating the discussed price and instruction on how to pay. This invoice should contain details of the order. It's worth noting that It's part of the procurement process is now often done through invoice automation. 6. Delivery and audit. All things going well. The delivery of the goods should arrive soon after the supplier received a purchase order. At this stage, it is common for businesses to make a record of when an order received as well as a double checking the order contents. If something is missing, this is the opportunity to contact the supplier and rectify the problem to reduce potential downtime. 7. Maintain accurate invoices for future audits. Maintaining accurate invoices is also key to working out to keep up to date records of all invoices and payments. Then, when it's time for a cash flow audit, you can precisely calculate what you have spent throughout the contract and identify areas where you can further analyze your spending. Now, we will take a look at the types of procurement. First one is single procurement. The single procurement is triggered by specific customer order and initiate the supplier's process of production. The second type is vendor managed inventory. By using vendor managed inventory, the concept supplier is responsible for the stock at the customer's company. A crucial premise to achieve optimized processes, lower cost, and high flexibility is a close network with the supplier. The third one is just-in-time procurement. This intricate concept is based on production system of Toyota just-in-time system. Just-in-time procurement is characterized by low stock level at the customer's company. This leads to reduction of the cost and lead to and balance processes. For successful implementation of just-in-time procurement, it is very important to install and build up an operating close network. Therefore, processes with the supplier, communication, transport and logistics as well as quality management are crucial processes. These processes need to be perfectly coordinated. The fourth one is just-in-sequence procurement. This concept is based on the just-in-time concept. It is extended by the supply of goods in the required sequence at the defined time. This leads to very efficient and lean way of procurement. Fifth one is direct procurement. This process refers to obtaining anything that's required to produce an end product. For a manufacturing company, this includes raw material and components. For retailer, it includes any item purchased from wholesaler or resale to customers. Sixth type is indirect procurement. This process involves purchase of items that are essential for day-to-day operations but don't directly contribute to the company's bottom line. This can include anything from office supplies and furniture to advertising campaigns, consulting services and equipment maintenance. Above types can be explained with the further following example. If we want to procure tires, then first step is to identify our requirements, then preparing the list of suppliers with the same product. Then shortlist the list of contractors and negotiate the price. Then finalize the tire order. Then fund is released after invoice of product is received. After confirmation of receipt, the tire are sent to purchaser. The product is then checked for any unacceptability, then only opportunity for the next order from the purchaser is ensured. For any queries related to basics of procurement, drop in comment box, we'll surely come up with an answer. For more interesting topics from Operation Forum, like, share and subscribe.